welcome to my channel, Keto Queen. I am back with yet another video. Okay, so the day has been winding down and I have had a craving for sweets. And so what I've done is I have some of these, and I don't know if you could see this. This is called Coconut Clusters by Nature's Promise. It's organic. It has cranberries, cashews, almonds, and chia seeds. It has a total of 14 carbs, and that's in a serving of a half a cup. So that's not too bad. Sugar is a total of 9 grams of sugar and 65 grams of sodium. So it's a good fix, okay? So if you want a fix, it's a good fix. It's good. I was surprised. So now I'm getting ready to make some keto chocolate chip cookies. I've seen and watched many recipes. I've even made another version. So I'm trying yet another version of chocolate chip cookies. And I'll tell you what I have in just a few minutes. We're going to get started. All right. Okay, so I have a half of cup of butter, which is basically a half stick of butter, and I have 1 egg at room temperature. So I'm going to whisk that together really good. Okay, next I have a teaspoon or tablespoon, I'm not sure what size this is, of pure vanilla extract. I'm going to mix that in really good. And then for my dry ingredients, I have a half cup of almond flour and oops, let me roll that out of there. And then this is a pinch of salt and a quarter tablespoon of Jello. Believe it or not, Jello. So you could add xanthan, which is like a paste, and then we needed a half cup of sweetener, which I didn't have. So this is a 1/3 cup of sugar. Now, what I found out is, and just a little bit more, what I found out is that a half cup of sugar is 100 carbs, and if you make 12 cookies, that's about 8 carbs a cookie, which still isn't bad. If I make 12 cookies, if I get 12 cookies out of this, if I make them real small, then it might be 4 to 5 carbs. Okay, so we've got that mixed up. Next, we have the chips, a half a cup of the chips. I was going to add some almonds, but I forgot to chop them up. So I'm going to make sure that everything is right, because this looks really loose for a cookie dough. So I'm going to check and make sure I have everything. Okay guys, so I did forget something. I forgot the baking soda. So I'm going to go back in and add a half of a tablespoon of baking soda, which is vitally important for the cookies to rise. That looks like a lot. I think this is a half. And then I don't think I was supposed to melt the butter. I think I was supposed to soften it. So I'm gonna go back in, and it was supposed to be, this recipe is so messed up, y'all. It's supposed to be coconut flour, and I used almond flour. So I'm gonna go and add a 1/4 cup of coconut flour, because I've seen some recipes where they use both. So I have a 1/2 cup of almond and a 1/4 cup of coconut, because you know cookie dough is supposed to be a little tight. So I'm going to try to mix this up without a mixer this time. It smells good, and you know, we're going to see what happens. Normally, of course, you mix your dry ingredients and your wet ingredients, but we had a little boo-boo. So now it is the consistency of what cookie dough should be. For real, for real. Okay? By the way, my gelatin was orange flavor. So, my tray, I put foil on it because I don't have any parchment paper, and I'm going to spray it. So I have the smallest spoon I could find to spoon these cookies on here. Because remember, 12 would be 8 carbs. So if I make them small, let's say I got 24, then that would be 4 carbs a cookie. You know, it's something about eating something little. It just, even if it's like, when it's really good, you just don't feel as guilty if it's super, super small. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. Come on, lay down. Okay. Make sure y'all getting that. In the light, just as I remember. Also fly, always my defender. Do you think there is a chance you'll make up your mind? Wishing for the best, wishing for the best. When I look at you, I'm melt, oh, one of a kind. Just let me have you. As you can see, I have a lot of dough left, so I'll definitely get another batch out of that. So this is probably about 4 carbs per cookie. You have to bake it for 10 to 15 minutes on 350. So I think because it was so small, like it was actually less than 10 minutes. So yeah, they're looking pretty good. I'm gonna wait and see, let them cool off. I don't want to move them just yet. I'll let them cool off and we'll see what we have. Okay, so as you can see, this is the second batch, and they're bigger because I was tired and I knew that I was going to have to make another batch. So I just made them a little bit bigger. I actually like the smaller ones. I haven't tasted the bigger ones. You have to let them cool. But they're not bad. I save one because I'm going to taste it. Look, y'all. So, I mean, this could be perfected. But I got a few things to tell you. Okay, guys, it's been a long day. So, I showed you the cookies, right? So, I did use regular sugar, but I didn't use like a full half cup. I used like between a third and a half cup. And like I said, a half cup of sugar is 100 carbs. And so, we got about at least 24 cookies out of there. So that's about 4 carbs per cookie. I added an additional quarter cup of coconut flour because it originally called for almond flour. So, I mean, hold on. I added a quarter cup of coconut flour. The original recipe called for coconut flour, but I mistakenly added almond flour. And so I'll tell you where I got it from. It was a video I watched, and I'll highlight that video in the description box. So I also added Jell-O, and I feel like I could have added a little bit more, just, because Jell-O, gels things together, and I didn't have the xanthan. And so overall, I did taste one previously, but I'm going to taste one just for you. This is the smaller one. And it's a cake cookie texture. It's not too sweet. The chips is really bringing the sweetness in, but it's a good form of satisfaction if you want something sweet. And I feel like if I would have added the Swerve, that it might be a little bit sweeter, because the sweeteners are actually, some sweeteners are actually sweeter than sugar. So yeah, it definitely satisfies a chocolate craving, a sweet craving, and it's not that sweet, but I'm okay with that. Right now, I'm okay with that. So between that and the Promise coconut clusters, I made it through today without cheating. So guys, I'm on my way out. Remember, every day is a new beginning. Hallelujah. Keto journey. I gotta say it quicker. Every day is a new beginning. Hallelujah. We can start again tomorrow. Keto journey, keto queen, keto life.